Hello everyone and welcome to the second video tutorial that we're doing on our Leia for real estate version. In the last video we just kind of went through the questions that were needed to build this initial website. This is a 100% unique website built custom for me. No one has ever seen this website before. This is not a template. The different components of this web page can be edited, and that's what we're going to be doing this video tutorial here. Much of what we're going to go over here is standard for all Leia websites. That includes the regular version. So if you're familiar with the editor of the regular Leia version and you've used it to build websites before, again, much of this will be repeat information. However, there are quite a few things in here that I will be talking about that you might not yet be familiar with. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is this redesign button. So as you can see, if we scroll through this page here, we've got a beautiful looking website. We have all these different sections in here, a little bit about us in real estate. We've got some testimonials, a place for us to upload our headshot and talk a little bit about ourselves as an agent. We can post some listings. We've got a contact form, a little map, all that good stuff. And I personally think this site looks fantastic. However, if we just wanted to see a new version of this website, a new layout, a new design, and this is all honestly the best way to really demonstrate how custom and how unique each website is, we can click on this redo design button right here. And now Leia has just built us a brand new website with new fonts, colors, images, layouts, and everything. The only thing that will look very similar is this results section in here, and we'll talk about this more in the next video. However, what we're looking at, right, is this header section. We've got a menu, we've got, again, all the same sections, they're just designed a little bit differently. Let's say instead now that we like the general layout of the website, we like the fonts and whatnot, but we might want to redesign this header. We might not like the way the search widget looks. We can click redesign structure here and just redesign individual sections of our page instead of the entire thing. So let's go through until we find the one that we like. Let's just settle on this one for time's sake. And okay, boom. Unfortunately, Leia doesn't automatically save these changes for you. And, I guess it's not really unfortunate. We do that on purpose because we don't want, everything that you do to be permanent. However, now that we've settled on this design, if we want to lock it in, we got to click the Save Changes button, right? We got to make sure that we're saving our changes as we go. Okay, so up at the top here, we have this search widget. And then down in the bottom, we have these results. These two things are these are exclusive to the new version that we've built for real estate agents. The traditional version of Leia does not have a widget for folks to be able to search properties and get results. If we want to filter as the website owner on more than just an address, zip code, or MLS number, every one of these header designs here also includes an advanced search box where we can click and then we can, as the visitor to the website, put a little bit more into this, right? We can set a minimum price, a maximum price, min beds, min baths, all that good stuff. And we'll talk a little bit more about all of that in the next video. Let's say we just don't like the way there's like orange, for example, all over the page, right? Leia likes to pick a color for your website, basically just to make it consistent throughout the page that we're going to use for things like buttons and little icons and things. If we want to change that for everywhere across the page, like let's say we have a particular color that we really love, we can click on this change main color button and then click random color. Okay, and as you can see, everywhere that was orange just switched now to blue. And we can continue to click this random color button as much as we wanted if we weren't exactly sure what the color that we wanted was. However, we could also click on this little green button right here and then drag and drop a different color around like that as well, right? And then if we decided now we like the orange one the best, we can click undo change. As far as individual edits go to the bits of text that we have in here, we can just click on it, right? So whenever you want to edit an image or an icon or any text on your website, you just click on it. And then you get this little box here that pops up. You can drag and drop it around. And if you click edit text, it's going to put a little cursor in your box there for you. And you can delete stuff. You can type stuff in, right? You can click this to edit the font size. So you've got a little slider here where you can change the size. you can change the font family. So let's say we just did not like the way that this font family was. There are a couple of things we can do. Obviously, we can choose a new font from this list here. However, if we want to keep things universal, very similar to what we did with the color, we could have this yes button checked here. And so every other bit of text on our page that uses this same font will also be updated to whatever we choose here. So if I change it to Poppins, for example, you can see that this and the header were both updated to that font. And if we want to go back, we have the use original font button. You can edit the alignment, padding, margins, and all that good stuff as well. If we want to change the order of some of the sections, I'm going to show you this real quick as well. You can drag and drop them around here. Let's say we wanted the team to be closer to the top. We can go like that. All right, and so now right below our results section, we have our team, and then our about section, and then our testimonials in the order that we drag them around. The last thing that I want to dive into here is the newsletter. So by default, every web page comes with a newsletter. However, it's not activated. So the way that you would do that is you click on your newsletter and you click yes, enable newsletter. And so now we have this widget that's going to pop up at some point in time while a visitor is on our website. The amount of time it takes for this to pop up, you can control by clicking on this update time icon up here and then entering a number of seconds. So by default, that number of seconds is 20. Let's say we want to make it 5. So after 5 seconds, this newsletter is going to pop up and prompt us to enter our email address. Okay, so let's save that. And then let's say we don't like the way that this newsletter looks. Just like any other section on our page, we can click redesign structure and see a different kind of newsletter. All right, so let's say we like that one. We're going to close it. And then again, just like any other change we make to our page, we have to click Save Changes in order to see it in the live version of our website, which I'm going to take you to now. So in order to view your live website, you can just type in this domain name up at the top and obviously omit the Edit V2 part. However, you could also click this Live button. So let's click that, continue without saving because we just saved. And this is the live version of our website. And so as you can see, we have a newsletter that popped up after 5 seconds for us to enter our email address. When we do, as a visitor to the website, enter our email address, it's going to be submitted to the back-end version of your website where you have an awesome CRM solution built, customer relationship management platform. And we're going to be doing another video tutorial on how all of that stuff works. But bottom line is, again, this platform is geared towards generating leads online, right? And so our goal is to get as many people to enter their email address in there, as well as another form on the page that we'll be talking about in the next video. So thanks for tuning into that one. If you have any questions about what we just spoke about, feel free to shoot us an email at leia@vybesoftware.com, and we'll see you in the next video.